Let's go back into the portal here and I'll show you what this looks like in terms of ordering the different reports. So we're going to go back to our main tenant report dashboard here. We're going to go order new report. So we got two ways. I always recommend doing this one. This is where you send a link out to the tenant and then they fill in all their information. If you've already done your own process or you've got your own application, you can enter the information directly yourself. You do have to upload proof of consent from the tenant that they've given you permission to pull their credit. This takes more time. It's more prone to errors because now you're retyping someone else's information. So I always suggest going down the tenant invite route. So also we need a tenant's name. So we'll just go, Tim tenant, Tim at something, anything here, then punch in a phone number. Now you can choose and pick and choose what information is mandatory on your application. I generally have all these checked, especially if you're in a low vacancy, high demand environment. You should have all these boxes checked. Just for demo purposes, we're just going to keep them off so we can get through the process a bit quicker. Here now, you're going to choose your property and the vacancy. You can also create a new unit. So we'll just type in an address for anything here. Let's just go, here we go. One address. Let's just say it's unit 101. You're going to pick the rent that you're going to charge for. And this is important to have it correct because obviously whatever rent you put in here is how we're going to calculate metrics like rent to income. So let's say it's $2,600 and let's say it's going to be available, I don't know, July 1st. So you've added into the system. I'd always opt into checking to request a tenant to have tenant insurance. Why this is super important is we're going to want tenants to have their renters or tenant insurance. What happens if you're in an event that you have a claim, let's say they had the barbecue burn up the side of the garage of the house and cause $5,000 or $6,000 of exterior damage. If they're deemed responsible and they have their own insurance, your home insurance policy can push that cost and liability and that claim onto the tenant insurance, protecting your claim history and your own insurance, which is preventing you from future increases or on your own insurance premiums when your insurance policy comes up for renewal. So super important to have. And then here's a choice where you guys can pick if you're going to pay for it yourself or push the cost onto the tenant. And then this is where you can also choose if you do a US or Canadian credit check, which is what we've got below. So here's the dual report, that's 40% off, or you can choose to do the individual ones. And then of course, the new thing right now, our international credit check. Again, we cover a number of countries, they're all listed here. And this covers 80% of all new Canadian applications. So you're in a great position to be covered. So for example, we can select India and go down, and then you just go to I agree, and then click on invite tenant. At this point in time, an email will be sent to the tenant. They'll open up the email and they'll start filling out the application online.